They do.
Hello and welcome to another Ninja Bill and Friends episode 10. And I am joined here with co-host Input,
Hello. I
Crimson
messed that
Raptors,
up.
Hello.
and TF Fangeek.
Hi there.
So, how is everyone this fine evening?
I am great. I am sitting here customizing an Optimus Prime, getting ready for Elimination Chamber and dinner. So
Awesome. I'm
I
actually
just
doing
had.
a custom, I'm actually doing a custom one as well. I'm working on Cyberverse Elite Jetfire right now. So working on the wings and whatnot. So yeah, nice. What are you up to, TF Fangeek?
Well, my family and I were preparing for a big storm tomorrow. They're saying it's supposed to rain nonstop, starting Monday night through Wednesday night. So we're pretty excited for 48 hours of rain. It hardly ever rains here, where I live in Southern California. So
Wasn't there a song by that title? Never Rains in Southern California or something like that.
never happy when it rains by Garbage.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
I think it might be a lot. I think it might have been a line from a set of lyrics from one song, but I can't remember for certain. On a more Transformers related note, last night I did a live stream video review of Iron Factory's versions of Runabout and Run Amok. So if you please, if you're interested in watching that, please go ahead and check that out. And,
Yeah, I have to go catch that. I had to bail because I was tired and was falling asleep. Not because the episode was boring, mind you. It was just because I was
it
really
was
tired.
late. I know. And it was daylight savings, the shortest night of the year, as I call it.
There you go. And so, Crimson Raptors, on to you. Last but not least, how are you?
I'm doing great. Got me Dr. Pepper cream soda. Actually, the wife found the cans, like the 12-pack cans in the store at I think a Reese's, which is like a grocery store here. If any of you have heard what Reese's is, I'm not sure. But it was delicious, and so I was pretty excited last night.
Nice. I had a friend of mine who is a huge Dr. Pepper collector, memorabilia collector, and all that stuff. So goes down there in St. Louis and goes down to see their plant and all that good stuff. So, and I myself have just been busy working on my kitchen. That's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. That's my focus.
Did you find a new top?
Yeah, I got a cooktop I ordered. It's actually coming in on my birthday. So I'll probably be, which is my birthday, for those of you who don't know, is this coming 11th. The Ninja niece's birthday is actually today, so make sure everyone wishes her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you. She will probably thank you too if she watches this later. So anyway, moving on, we are looking at right here some new images of the Commander Modesty, or Commander Class Skylynx. Hey, that's his name. Says it right in the series, Commander Modesty. Anyway, and man, I'm so excited for this guy.
Same here.
So excited for this guy.
I've been saying ever since people started asking what the next Commander Class figure would be, I've been saying all along that it was going to be Skylynx. I mean,
that was
what?
I'm still.
I think that information. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm still a little disappointed that it is Skylynx because of how recent we got one in Combiner Wars, but he does look really good.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah, I knew. I was saying all along that it was going to be Skylynx because it was when everyone asked who could be a potential Commander Class sized figure, and I found a group photo where someone somehow managed, I think it was back in 2005 or 2006, someone had every single Generation 1 Transformers character in their collection, and they took a photo of the shelf, and I was looking at all the Generation 1 Transformers that were roughly the same size as Jetfire, and I noticed that Skylynx was one of the only ones that competed with Jetfire in size, and the fact that they both transform into jet aircraft, it just made all the more sense to me that Skylynx would be the next Commander Class figure.
Nice. Look at that. He's got landing gear on this thing. I love this. I dig it. I dig it so much. I just dig it so much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, Kato, man.
Okay.
Welcome. Firebite 27, welcome, and Transaren 38, welcome, by the way. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the show, so I apologize for that. So everyone in the chat, welcome. Nice to see everyone here. And again, this is going to be a short one. I only have about an hour. I actually have other plans tonight, so things we're going to be showing and talking about will probably get it done quickly, and so I can get on with my night. No offense to anyone here. I love everyone here. Don't get me wrong, but I have
right.
plans.
This is one of those ones where you wish the days were longer than 24 hours. If they were 25 or maybe 30, 5 extra hours to do whatever you want to do.
But man, oh man, he looks really that's what Omega Supreme. I don't have Omega, so but still looks cool.
Yeah.
He just looks so good. I just saw images of the high res, 4K images of the MP smoke screen, and I gotta tell you, this guy is just as impressive as that masterpiece one, in my opinion. Sure, there are some molded detail differences, and some paint differences, but wow.
No, absolutely. I think honestly, what would be really cool is somebody gets both of those figures and throws that smoke effect onto him, so we can see what that would look like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
You know what I wish they'd give Masterpiece smoke screen is, like the Battle Masters in the Siege and Earthrise lines. What if they gave him an actual puff of smoke to attach to his exhaust pipes?
Right down here.
To mimic. Yeah, when he's in vehicle mode, he can mimic his smoke screen, pun intended, gimmick that he used in the season 2 of the G1 cartoon.
Well, they kind of do look like ports. They're probably 2mm or 3mm ports, though.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know. Maybe we'll get a upgrade kit with those included. Which shut up, phone. That was my phone. Sorry about that. But yeah, that would be cool to have effects to go onto there, or like in the masterpiece. That would be pretty cool too.
Ninja Bill, I'm sorry. Is that your cell phone or your xylophone?
Both. Why not? Both. Why not? I mean, who doesn't play a xylophone? I mean, everybody here does. I've heard everyone play the xylophone here. So even Kato plays it all the time. Our binge watching Chicago Fire and Pete. Always some excuse, man. Always some excuse. I'm telling you what.
Guys, I had a question that I wanted to ask earlier about Skylinks. Are you guys excited that some of the paint tampos on the space shuttle have a Skylinks have NASA's logo and a shuttle name on him?
I'll probably be wiping that off.
What? What?
It doesn't belong on a Cybertronian vehicle.
Yeah, but this is Earth mode.
Bruh.
I just said that just to see what you guys did.
Bruh.
I'm just kidding.
You're drunk.
Your mouth is bigger than your brain, Crimson Raptors. Oh dear, I've been growled at.
That's a mating call, guys. It's a mating call. Be careful.
No. You stay away from me.
I have a stop motion video that shows you what that call means. It's a hunting call.
Is that when Chris Pratt shows up out of nowhere?
Oh, you don't want to know about Chris Pratt. It gets weird, man.
Well, I don't know who he is, so thank you.
Yeah, they look about 2mm ports.
Why does Smokescreen have a new racing number? Why doesn't he have the 26 he had in G1?
Because
it's Earthrise.
Yeah. Shouldn't that say 86 then, or 84?
Yeah. Well,
I think the 38 isn't that like a trademarky thing or something? Probably. I wanted to avoid that.
I know that. I know that 1980. I could be wrong. I think that's the year that the toy mold for Prowl, Blue Streak, and Smokescreen was created for the Diaclone line. Although it might have been 82. I don't remember. I don't own that. They know that we're going to get a Toy Hacks to replace it anyway, so it really doesn't matter what number they put on there. I made a joke. I think it was actually, I can't remember if it was on one of Kato's videos or if it was Rodimus Primal, but I made the joke that the official Cybertronian and Velocitron on a intergalactic racing committee that longtime members have to change their racing numbers every few thousand years.
I'm telling you what, I've already heard problems with the with the Lio convoy.
boy,
I don't know why people have trouble pronouncing
better
it.
than that, Ninja.
I did that on purpose.
I know you did.
No, but I'm serious. Like people that have been reading about that have been talking about it. Like it's clearly an I. I don't understand.
Because we've been integrated in our minds that Leo is Latin for lion since grade school, and it's hard to overcome that.
Well, considering that Lio and lion, it's like one
Right.
letter away.
Yeah.
Right?
That's my argument there, input.
Well, my argument is go watch the anime and then you'll hear it how it's pronounced. So
There you
Lio
go.
convoy, Hinshin.
But that Tigertron looks freaking
Sick, man. He looks sick.
so wicked.
Yeah.
And I even love the split down the animal head on the chest. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah.
I
So
must have missed that.
there's been a question nagging my mind. Would you guys want a second release of the Generation Selects Piranacon? But, instead of being exclusive to Hasbro Pulse, it's exclusive to every website that sells Transformers?
I'll say this. Man, look, there are a lot of people out there who didn't get it, but they had those pre-orders up for something like 4 or 5 months.
Yikes.
So, and people are complaining that they didn't get it and they couldn't get in on it. Man, you had 4 or 5 months to get in on it. So,
Yikes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying attention to the fandom.
Not my problem, Scooter.
Well, I think what's going to happen is that there'll be plenty of people that'll have them that'll sell them, not just at a scalping kind of price or late tax or whatever. There are plenty of people that'll get them, they won't want them, and they'll just sell them.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So that sort of leads me into one of the topics I wanted to talk about tonight is, so if Takara sort of pressured Hasbro, goodly, no English, Hasbro to drop a few lines, what do you think Hasbro would drop first? And
Cyberverse?
I was just about to say we'll start with Crimson Raptors.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because with Cyberverse ending, that Cyberverse, just looking at the line itself and in store, it's not selling as quickly as like Studio Series or even the Generations
well, maybe if their
are.
distribution didn't suck so much.
That's true, but it's still like the price point I think is too high for the demographic, and it's too low for the other end of the collectors. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So, you TFN Geek, what do you feel if Hasbro was forced, not just because Cyberverse is ending, but forced to drop a line? What do you think they would do? What do you think would go the way of the dodo first?
To be honest, with the lines that exist right now, I would say that 2 of them might go, although I could be wrong and one of them has already been pushed off the shelves into extinction. But I think that Rescue Bots and BotBots might cease, because even though they're created for like the kid-friendly or the child appeal side of the Transformers fan base, when I went to the last time I went to my local Target, there was quite a few BotBots on the shelf, and the stuff that was sold out was Studio Series and Siege. Even though they had just restocked more Siege figures instead of Earthrise figures. That's what I say to Target for doing that to me. But no, I personally think that maybe BotBots and Cyberverse and Rescue Bots might take a back seat, because Rescue Bots has become only the second Transformers cartoon show to last past a 3rd season and actually get a 4th.
That's true.
Yeah. And I think there's only 2 Transformers cartoon series that have gotten 4 seasons, G1 and Rescue Bots. All the other series ended after their 3rd season. But yeah, I think Rescue Bots, I think the 4th season might be the last. I don't know if it's been renewed for a 5th, but yeah, Rescue Bots and BotBots, I can see Hasbro pushing them out of the way and looking at which figures have actually sold. And unfortunately, some people might say that the Siege line might have overstayed its welcome because Shockwave shelf-warmed for so long. In fact, he's still shelf-warming today. But I personally can't see Hasbro giving up the overall Generations line. It started in 2010. It took a brief hiatus in 2011, but it's been going nonstop since 2012. And the Transformers Generations line is the longest-lasting Transformers line ever created. It's been going nonstop since 2012, so this is now 2020. So it's going on its 8th year of continuous selling. So, and the Studio series, I don't know if there's going to be another live-action movie, or if there is, when it's going to be released. But yeah, the lines that I can see staying are Studio series and Generations. And then I personally think that Hasbro should just have 3 lines. One for younger audiences, which is whichever the next cartoon series is going to be, and then Generations for adult age collectors who are more Generation 1 fans, and then having the Studio series for all ages, because live action Transformers have only been around since 2007, so I can see the Studio series being an appeal to Transformers fans regardless of age. Oh, look, there is a smoke effect that's being given to Smokescreen.
Yeah. This looks nice, I got to tell you. And look at the number there.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick. Kato says Leo Convoy plus Leo Prime equals a Leo Convoy. Well, that would probably make him a Leo Prime. Just saying.
So Kato and Input are going to get into a Rumble Frenzy fight.
Fibreer, I win. Fibreer, I win.
Yeah. I personally think Hasbro's lost the registered trademark to Frenzy's name. That's why the blue one is also being named Rumble in that Generation Selects 4-pack.
I don't know. I think that's a troll on Hasbro's part. I swear to God, in Earthrise, we're going to get 2 Frenzies, and it's going to be a Frenzy.
You mentioned that in last night's Tales from Talatran. In case anyone missed it, tell them all about it. Input.
So if you guys ever want to tune in to Tales from Talatran, it's every Saturday night from the hours of 9 to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time over on my YouTube channel, Input. That's in like the letter dash PUT in dash put every Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time.
All right, Input. So now your answer on the topic.
Honestly, I would probably say BotBots. I mean, as cool of an idea as they are and everything, I think Takara would force. I think that's where that would play a big factor. Now they make a lot of money off BotBots. BotBots sells like crazy, but that's where I see them. Takara kind of dropping a band hammer on that right there would be the BotBot stuff.
I'd have to agree with you. I was going to bring up BotBots as well, because the problem is twofold for BotBots, and much of the other lines too. Is one, it's both Hasbro distribution, retailer purchasing, and basically that falls into those 2 categories. Why things either shelf warm or like me, I never see stuff. It's because there's not a big enough market. The retailer isn't going to order it, or some retailers, because of larger cities, will overstock stuff, which will short other retailers. But then there's also Hasbro distribution, which is notoriously bad.
Right.
Notoriously bad. And which leads me into another point, which is we've talked about in both Tales from Talatran and my show as well, is the fact that Hasbro Pulse, you pay for a premium service that gets you jack shit.
Right? I mean, if you paid $50 for shipping and the amount of stuff that's coming out at the slow pace, like, what have you really paid for?
Real quick, Kato, but Leo Prime is his name in English. But I go back to February on why I'm right and everyone else is wrong. His name was originally Lio Convoy. There. But I'll say this. In all honesty, man, for Hasbro Pulse, they need to pull their head out of their ass with that one. I mean, to be completely honest, the fact that everything gets pushed back, and then somebody like TF Source gets stuff before Hasbro Pulse does. That to me is you're paying for Hasbro Pulse, you're paying the 50 or 60, whatever it is a year to get free shipping from them, and you're not even prioritized as the first customer to receive this stuff. There's no incentive to order from Hasbro Pulse, to pre-order from Hasbro Pulse, I should say.
Yeah, it's like, here, we'll offer you this service. Oh, and by the way, you could probably get it faster from your local retailer.
Right, exactly.
It's just it's awful.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Kato says,
no.
I didn't disagree. I was just pointing out why someone would get the pronunciation of Leo Convoy wrong. See how I did that there?
Yeah, I see how you did that on purpose. No, Kato, I know, man. I was messing with you, Kato. No worries.
Yeah.
I will say this about that smoke screen right there, though. That Masterpiece one you got pulled up. I have the original one on the right, the toy accurate, whatever one right there.
Yep.
The only thing that I want out of the show accurate one is the bigger Autobot logo on the hood and the smoke effect. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I care about.
I think it looks great. I know,
Right
given
back.
the original one looks better. I mean, for one thing, there's a lot more paint on that original one than there is this one. And now I wonder, they have the 38. Clearly, you can see the number here. I wonder why they couldn't put it on the Earthrise edition.
Because the Earthrise is a Diaclone reference.
Well, that would make sense then.
Remember the Earthrise Megatron has that D16 or Destron 16.
Yep. Which I pointed out to people, and here I am missing the point on this one. Golly.
Well, here's another thing. On the SCAA race car that he is, I don't think that car was a God, I can't think of it. It's not Targa top, but with the roof that can come off in two pieces. I can't remember it right now. T-top. T-top. Yeah. I don't think that actual car was T-top. So if you scroll back up, it's obviously done off of the Blue Streak mold, which Blue Streak was, or you could argue could be T-top. But yeah, there wouldn't be. I doubt, in all honesty, a Time Attack car would have any kind of T-tops on it. So there's your accuracy.
Yeah, I see the emblem there, and this one is just painted over. Nice. Right. I kind of like the details on this one better, to be honest. But this one is the more cartoon accurate look. I get where they're going with it.
Yeah.
The whole MP Plus thing. I get it. I do like those effects, though. That it does look really nice. I wonder if that would work. Do they show the back end of the vehicle? I don't think so.
That doesn't plug in, though, does it? I don't think that plugs in. I think it just.
Well, that's why I was hoping to get a look from the back, but no, it looks like it just may sit underneath there.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what a lot of those figurize.
So that must just sit under there because it doesn't look like there's anything that might plug in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, it's what those figurize effects do too. When for Gunpla and stuff, like you just kind of position them around for photography. Rail convoy.
Rail convoy.
Oh man, all that smoke made me breathe in smoke.
There you go. No, actually. Anyway, both smoke screens are looking really good.
Yeah.
Wow. More Titan Master Attack cards.
Yeah. Nice. Hey guys, as far as my family and I know, one of our neighbors burns something in their fireplace that isn't wood and it smells toxic. I just got a look of it.
That's not good.
No, we actually called it.
In my area, we don't have many burn laws. I mean, we can burn just about anything of it, really any size, as long as we're not burning the neighbor's house down. But we can't burn. We can't burn tires. Can't burn rubbers. We can't burn plastics. Anything else is open season. So
yeah,
we do.
So burnouts are illegal.
So
Yes.
What happens when you get in your Volkswagen Bug and you yell out, "Burn out, Bumblebee"?
Well, it's a good thing about living up in the country like I do. In the city, I could never, get rid of trash or things like that by burning it. Out here,
there's very burning laws here in California. In fact, the only burns that you won't get have to pay a fine for are sunburns. Get it?
Oh, I read it. I'd forgotten about these. I was going to talk about these too. Have you guys seen these?
Real quick, I want to say this about those world's smallest transformers, but then I do have to run because dinner is ready. Those world's smallest, I got some from a dollar store that were in grab bags, and that Optimus Prime looks exactly like the Optimus Prime I got in the grab bag for $1, and Target has those for $5. I don't have any of those world's smallest, but to compare them to. But like I said, they look exactly like the little grab bag ones that I got for $1. So I don't know what the deal is with that one.
The only deal,
I think I was going to say I didn't. Is it Dollar? Isn't it Dollar Tree that have the?
It's Dollar Tree.
Yes, Dollar Tree. Yes.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is that it's a fancier box. So you're paying an extra $4 for the box it comes packaged in.
Yeah,
and that's what I was thinking as well. But those might even be a little bit smaller. But I don't know. It could be a shrunken down mold or something. Like I said, I don't have the world's smallest in order to compare it. But
yeah, they're I believe they said they're like 1.77 some inches, 1.75 inches or something like that. So they're tiny.
Mm-hmm.
If you go over to Crimson Raptor's Instagram, you can see a comparison with Earthrise Cliffjumper and KBB Hornet Agent Bumblebee, and you'll see how tall that dollar store Bumblebee is.
Okay, so real quick, if you guys, I just pulled out the measuring tape. I grabbed Optimus Prime, the one from the little grab bag one, and he is roughly
1.25.
He is almost 2 inches tall. The Optimus Prime.
Bumblebee is also almost 2 inches tall, so I grabbed out the ruler for him too.
Yeah, the grab bag ones are all about the same height. So this one, like I said, Prime is almost 2 inches. I mean, he's a hair's width away from being 2 inches. So
wait a minute.
Take that for what you will. But they look identical, though. I mean, can you zoom in on that Prime? Ninja Bill?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
Is this it?
No.
Which one what's the name of the article, Ninja Bill? Just the name of it is all I need.
Super Impulse World's Smallest G1 Transformers figurines found at U.S. retail. So these are what? PVC or resin?
Okay, so let me look at it here.
Have you guys ever noticed we whenever they do a line of statue Transformers, we never get Alpha Trion in them?
Dude, those have got to be the exact same thing. The Bumblebee on the package there on the bottom, I'm zooming in right now. That Bumblebee on the package on the bottom right is 100% the one I have in my hand right now.
Okay.
And the Optimus Prime, they both have those like they're in like a mid dance pose where their hands are angled straight down, like they're about to do Thriller or something like that. So yeah, those are the exact same thing you get at the dollar store, just with fancier packaging.
I went to a Dollar Tree yesterday looking for them, and they weren't at my Dollar Tree, but you never know. It might pop up.
I can't believe that packaging would cost $4. That must be Target's markup on it.
Well, that must be a lot of plastic, too.
But I thought... so these are robot modes, but I thought Kato had showed ones that were in vehicle mode that were on those little blisters.
Well, real quick, guys, I do have to run. Dinner's ready. So... Ninja Bill, I just want to say thanks for the invite. I appreciate it, as always.
Always, my friend. Always. You're always welcome. And you have yourself a good night. And what you eating?
I'm actually pulling a Kato. I'm doing spaghetti with garlic bread. So. And TF Fan Page 101, or T Fan Page 101, welcome to the show, man. So
there you go. But yeah, so these look pretty cool. So I'll be looking for them at the Dollar Tree, not at Target, because I want to save $4 because I'm a cheap bastard like that.
Now I would say I've been finding those on an end cap on the Dollar Tree. They're not with the actual toys themselves for some reason.
I'll have to remember that because
mine was near the toothpaste.
I would like to have a few. I would like to have that Prime at the very least. I could care less about Bumblebee.
Ninja Bill, I'm sorry, but just like input, I gotta go dinner with family. It's only 6:30.
No, that's okay. I'm only going to be on for probably another 20 minutes myself. So
yeah,
like I told everyone, it's going to be a short one tonight because I did have other plans that I'd forgotten about and was reminded of earlier today.
Well, I offer my sincerest apologies for not being able to stick around till the very end.
That's okay. Right. We all got lives to lead, man. We all got lives to lead.
Yeah.
So take it easy, TF Fan Geek. And once again, you are always welcome. Oh, yeah. Always a pleasure having you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, and guys, I hope you read that article on TFW 2005 that Hasbro, they might do a price increase because the coronavirus is halting.
Yeah, I saw their investment report, so it's here on TFW. I might bring that up a bit too. But man, look at this more detailed image.
Oh yeah, Tigertron.
Look at his mug. I dig it.
So good luck finding toilet paper. Here in my town, there was only one store that was still selling it left.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Out of over 25 stores that sell toilet paper.
I'm not even going to get into the whole coronavirus now.
Yeah. Anyway, so Kato just sent me a picture of the world's smallest prime he's got on the card back, and yeah, they're the same exact things you get at Dollar Tree. It's crazy.
TF Fan Page 101 said our dollar stores are lame, very little Transformers, no Mega Constructs. Halo wasn't sold good here. Yeah, I've seen some Halo KO stuff at the dollar store. So
all those Jurassic Park, or I'm sorry, Jurassic World little blind bag little things, those have all started showing up in Dollar Tree. So if people want to repaint some dinosaurs, those are perfect because they're great sculpts.
How are they getting away with this? Honestly, how are they getting away with this? This is clearly exactly what it is, Ghostbusters edition. How are they getting away with this? Wouldn't Paramount be all over them for this?
So they don't call it. That's the whole thing, right? They don't have the Autobot symbol. True. They don't have a Ghostbuster emblem that's trademarked, and they also don't call it the same name. All the fans do, but they don't themselves. Plus, that paint scheme would be more akin to Hasbro's than it would be Paramount's.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look good or that the toy itself is not good. Far from it. I'm just saying, that's so blatant. It's it's so blatant. I mean, there is no possible way they could say, "Oh no, that's not the Prime redeck Ghostbusters deck." There's no way they could say that because clearly, boom, there it is. But anyway, moving on. It looks pretty good. I dig it. Looks pretty good. I don't want to, get into that whole discussion because everyone knows how I feel. So cool stuff now for me. But where did I see that investor report? Where did I see it? I think it was on Sabertron.com. I saw it. Thanks. Yeah, it was. So what else has been going on with you?
Well, I was kind of responding back to TFan Page 101 is that he's talking about how the Halo and stuff and wasn't selling well, but we have those Call of Duty Mega Constructs, and they're not selling at all in the stores. And it's funny because they're untouched. Like if the package is open, sit them on the shelf, nobody touches them. The He-Man ones, there's kind of some missing. Looks like people have gone through them from time to time. But the I was gonna say is like the Call of Duties, like they should have done like half zombies and half regular soldiers, so they had some, otherwise they're just fighting against each other. Like, I mean, I know how that makes sense in the video game, but it's just like for a toy, you kind of got to give them something that's clearly who is the enemy, you know?
Yeah. I'm once I get back on my feet, man, I'm gonna be looking into, trying to pick up a lot more of this Earthrise stuff because I'm digging. Here it is. I did have the right page. Okay, let's try to share this so everyone can see what's going on here. Boom, there you go.
You were asking, I had also had seen Earthrise Starscream, like way back when all this happened. I was really kind of iffy about that Starscream, and I did make my decision in store. I picked it up, I looked at it, and I was just like, so it has that classics little chest cover, and I don't like that because it's unnecessary. It doesn't even need to be on that figure. But the face on it, Ninja Bill, is very Armada Starscream looking. It doesn't look like G1 Starscream.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's very strange. The way his chin is. Yeah, so I put him back on the shelf, and I think I'll pass him over. Now, when we get the Coneheads, I'm all in on Oath Street for sure.
TFN page 101 said Grapple is the best girl. But this is what Hasbro said about what TFN Geek was talking about right there. That's what they say about it. It's not negative, overtly negative, but they said could have significant negative impact on our operations, revenues, and earnings. Could have, not yet.
Well, it's for a lot of their other products that aren't made in Vietnam.
Yeah,
which is still a lot. So.
Paramount released Bumblebee. Yep. We all know this.
I could almost. Are the studio series made in Vietnam too?
What?
Are the studio series, are those made in Vietnam as well? Does anybody have their packages nearby?
I
have Dropkick. Let me go check and see Dropkick's package. See if he's got it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So Bumblebee version, Optimus Prime, that's also made in Vietnam.
Yep, Studio Series is made in Vietnam. I've got High Towers box right here, and yeah, it's made in Vietnam.
Yeah. So if it's not Cyberverse, if they like say they dropped Cyberverse, right, or BotBots or whatnot, I would think they would drop Studio Series, because if you look at some of the most recent offerings they have, like that Shattered Jet and then Blitzwing, there's a lot of hollow bits kind of happening and a lot less paint, and it looks like it's kind of on its last leg. So I don't know if we're gonna get. I mean, the Cliff Jumper looks good, but it is also a retool of the Jeep Bumblebee. So I wonder if this is the kind of the closing of the Studio Series as well.
There's a tidbit of information right here. Apparently, there's a Snake Eyes film coming up.
A Snake Eyes what?
A Snake Eyes film. G.I. Joe Snake Eyes.
Makes sense if they were doing that. Yeah, isn't there an anniversary for G.I. Joe as well next year?
I believe so, yeah.
Because I think there's one for 20. Because they started what in 1983? Is that right? Or 82? I forget when
like
they did like a 5-part miniseries first.
They've got a My Little Pony, Power Rangers, another Power Rangers movie coming out. Huh. Wow. That I would have never saw that one coming. Well, that one I kind of could see, but another Power Rangers movie, I wouldn't have saw that one coming. I didn't, to be honest, I didn't enjoy the Power Rangers movie. Okay, I should say the latest one. I enjoyed the very first one because it had the original cast on it. Sure, it wasn't written that great, but it is what it is. But yeah, I would not expect another one. Cyberverse Deluxe Shockwave also says Vietnam. Also says available 2020. Didn't think they did that. Huh. Interesting. Well, I've got to actually split. I've got to get ready for my little jaunt adventure into the bar.
All right.
And thanks for joining me, everyone in chat. Thanks for joining me, everyone who joined me on the show, Crimson Raptors, Input, and Tia Pangy. Thank you very much. Pardon me. Kato, Tio, fan page 101. I thought somebody else was joined earlier, and I can't remember.
Input.
No. Oh, Input. I did say Input. Jeez.
Oh, well then anyway, I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Anyway, real quick, Crimson, why don't you tell everyone who may be listening where you can be found?
So you can find me on Instagram. You find me on Twitter. I'm very close to getting 150 followers on Instagram, which is insane because my YouTube is past the 140 mark. So they're kind of matching each other somehow. But Twitter's still at their 51, but that's fine. I guess I don't really post much on Twitter, but it's all at Crimson, like the color, and then Raptors, RAPTORS. Where can they find you, Ninja Bill?
You can find me everywhere and nowhere at the same time because I am a ninja. That's what we do. No, you can find me. Oh, and I should mention, I want to give a big shout out to Optimus Wilbur Reviews because he has designed my new designing my new channel logos and my new thumbnails for me. And you guys should be, if you have my Facebook page, which is Shinobi Biru, you can already see a preview of some of that work. You can also find me on Discord at Ninja Bill, Instagram at Ninja Bill 1000, and Twitter at Ninja Bill 01. So there you go. And once again, everybody, thanks for joining me. Make sure you slam that like button, please, and thank you very much. Really helps my channel grow. Leave a comment, share the video, all that good stuff. I got a review coming up, I believe this tomorrow, maybe, I think, day after. Tuesday, something. Yeah. I got a coming up. Anyway, I got a couple more stuff I'm working on for the channel. Older figures, because that's what I got right now. And yeah, that's about it. So once again, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me here tonight. And we'll see you all next weekend, if not sooner. I'll check all your channels. I'm behind on some people's content. I'm behind on your content. Although you really haven't posted much in the last while.
I got a contest coming up here for stop motion animation coming pretty soon for the announcement. So I'm kind of in the final leg of it right now. So
nice.
If you're gonna go out, you gotta go big, right?
There you go. Kato just posted a review of a figure that I suggest everyone go watch. And even though he hurt himself making that review, so show him some love for that because he hurt himself, and that's never good. So later,
that Megatron is beautiful though.
That's not Megatron. I forget what they call it, but it ain't Megatron.
Well, it's PX-15 Pluto, but yeah, that's the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, Megatron.
No, it isn't. Because if it was, they'd have a license to actually call it that. They don't. I'm just fucking with you. That's all that is, guys. Thanks once again for the third time and final time. We'll see y'all when we see y'all.
Later, everybody.